97.9 XFM and 97.9XFM.com. I'm Greg Sapp, Matt Robinson alongside. Wayne Moran's here with Austin, making sure that the video is streaming. And thanks to Caleb Moody back at the studio for taking care of things. It's a busy night for us as we're going to have games for you on both stations. We'll have the doubleheader here from Altamont on 97.9 XFM. And we'll have the Effingham Teutopolis girls battle. That'll be coming your way right around 7:30 or so, maybe a little earlier than that, on KJ Country at 102.3 and KJCountry.com. Now, we're not going to have live video streaming on that. We'll be having live audio streaming. And C.J. Schmidt's going to videotape it, so we'll have that available later, too. So we're really multimedia in a big way tonight with two here and one over on KJ, and that kind of sets the stage for four more to wrap up this tournament tomorrow on 97.9. And man, I'm thinking if people want to hear some high school basketball, we've sure taken care of them this week.
Yeah, absolutely, and it's always a fun week to be a part of this National Trail Conference tournament. A lot of folks put a lot of effort into this, and it's always a good show. It's definitely one of the premier Class A, as it turns out, conference tournaments you'll find in the state. I'd say it's one of the best conference tournaments no matter what class in the state.
It's a lot of fun for us because of the small-town feel and the community sense that we experience here. And I was thanking Peggy Deeker, the Altamont athletic director, downstairs for her hospitality all week. And she said, well, look around. There are a whole lot more people in addition to her that are working on this tournament. No doubt about it. No doubt about it. From the folks who take care of us in the hospitality room to the folks who are out here taking care of the floor at 10 o'clock at night and 5 o'clock in the afternoon. And it's just a well-run event, and a lot of volunteers spend a lot of time making sure that this is a primo event.
Absolutely, and Peggy obviously deflects a lot of the attention away from herself, but she just has done a tremendous job since she has taken over the athletic director role here at Altamont, and she really deserves a lot of the credit, but like she says, a lot of other people do as well.
Couple of interesting ball games tonight. Windsor's Two Straws plays South Central in the opener, and I'm saying throw a blanket over those two. I don't know who's going to win. Second game's Altamont and Dietrich, and Altamont's having a great year, and Dietrich's having a really good year, and Altamont's at home, but, you know, Dietrich plays Altamont well, so, yeah, I don't know. We should have a couple of dandies tonight.
I would agree. I mean, you're talking about the 6 and 7 seeds playing against each other in this one, and then you're talking about the 2 and the 3 seeds taking on each other in the nightcap. So seeding-wise, they're right next to each other, and Windsor's Two Straws could be at a little bit of a disadvantage. They're playing back-to-back nights where the South Central has had a night off. Well, they practiced, I'm sure, but it isn't quite like putting out the energy and effort you would in a game necessarily. So we'll just have to see how fresh these two teams are. We do know of an injury to South Central's player, as Aaron Patton will not be available tonight, as he, in the game against Dietrich, he kind of fell for a shot fake, got up in the air, and kind of went over the back of one of the Dietrich players, landed hard. We were worried about, and it was on the other end of the court from us. We weren't sure how he landed. Turns out to be a foot injury that has really hampered him out of that deal. So he's not available tonight. They're going to see how he feels for the rest of the tournament, which is tomorrow. They're going to be playing no matter what.
That's exactly right. We'll run down all the scenarios for tomorrow, but only one team of the 9 won't be here tomorrow playing basketball, so we'll shape some of that up. We have one side of everything set. We'll set the other side tonight. And that'll start with this game between South Central and Windsor's Two Straws. Back with more in a minute here from the NTC tournament on 97.9 XFM.
Hi, this is Kathy from Barlow Lock and Security. Secure your home or business with a customized system from us. Good luck, area teams in the tournament.
Brown's Drug Store at 115 West Jefferson Avenue in Effingham is more than just a pharmacy. Check out their Hallmark cards, gifts, healthcare needs, and more. Crossroads Bank, your locally owned, locally managed, and locally committed bank, has 2 locations to serve you, on South Banker and on North Keller Drive.
Come see all the redesigned Chevrolet and Toyota models at Dan Heck Chevrolet Toyota, located south Route 45 here in Effingham, or at danheck.com.
Effingham Express Care is there for all your urgent care needs. They're open 7 days a week and no appointment is needed for all injuries and illnesses. Plus, they have on-site x-ray. And they accept all major insurance and offer a self-pay discount. For more information, visit centralillinoisurgentcare.com. Your home for the 85th Annual NTC Tournament. On air and online at 979xfm.com.
This is the Dan Heck Chevrolet Toyota pregame show. Dan Heck Chevrolet Toyota, your complete transportation headquarters since 1958.
Back at Altamont Community High School, we're just about ready for the introduction of the starters, so let's run through quickly what's up. This game will decide who's in the 7th place game at 11:30 and who's in the consolation championship game at 1 o'clock. One will be and one will be. And then the second game between Altamont and Dietrich will decide who's in the 3rd place game and who's in the championship game. So it comes down to that. That's why we're playing these two games tonight. And we're just about ready to honor America with the playing of the national anthem. And so let's enjoy our national anthem. Job on the national anthem. Nice, pure voice. Good rendition of our national anthem. Matt, you want to try and sneak another break in before we get the starters?
Well, we can do a quick one here on from the 85th Annual National Trail Conference Tournament on 97.9 XFM.
Hi, this is Jason Roan with Fieldcrest Home.
Effingham Express Care is there for all your urgent care needs. They're open 7 days a week and no appointment is needed for all injuries and illnesses. Plus, they have on-site x-ray. And they accept all major insurance and offer a self-pay discount. For more information, visit centralillinoisurgentcare.com.
Cold outside? At McMahon Meats, we have a convenient drive-up window so you can stay in your warm car while we do the shopping. Call ahead at 217-813-6054. Good luck, area teams, in the tournament.
With an expanded service department, our new Express Lube, and a huge lineup from Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram, Geckner Brothers continues to build on the service and trust we've earned since 1937. Visit us online at gecknerbros.net. The Effingham area's choice for news, sports, weather, and more. On air and online at 979xfm.com.
And we welcome you back to the 85th Annual National Trail Conference Tournament. Let's meet the starting lineups in this consolation semifinal matchup between Windsor's Two Straws and South Central. South Central will be the visitors on the scoreboard under Blake Doring. They're 11-9 on the season. They will start Colin Miller, a 6'3 junior wearing number 21. He has 5 tournament points thus far. He'll be joined at a forward spot by Keenan Wilshire. He's a 6'3 sophomore, number 30, has 9 tournament points. At a guard spot, it's Mason Robb. He's a 5'11 senior, and he'll be joined out there by Hunter Brandt. Now, he kind of does a little of everything for that club. Goes in, goes out. He's a 6'3 senior wearing number 14, but he just has 2 points in the tournament thus far. And rounding out the starting lineup, Chase Dodson moves into the lineup for the injured Aaron Patton. Dodson, a 5'11 junior, wears number 12. and he scored 12 points to lead South Central in the contest that they played earlier against Dietrich, which they lost 47-35. Windsor Stew Straws, they are now 10-13 on the season, and they've played 2 tournament games thus far. So thus far in the tournament, they will start Jordan Wittenberg, a 6'1" freshman, wearing number 24, and he scored 24 tournament points in their 2 games. He'll be joined at the guard spot by his brother, Austin Wittenberg, a 6-foot freshman, wears number 13. He has 11 tournament points thus far. Parker Domzalski runs the point a lot for this club. He's number 11. He's a 5'8" senior. He has 2 tournament points. And then the guys playing inside is 6'1" sophomore Samuel Vonderheide. He wears number 20. He has 22 tournament points. And so does Gavin Wernzine, a 6-foot sophomore wearing number 44. He has 22 tournament points as well in the 2 games for the Hatchet. Looks like the officials are getting ready to toss it in the air. Steve Fouch, Mark Profansic, and Jeff Koppel will have the whistles. The tip is up, and it's controlled by South Central, and we're underway.
Again, I have no idea who's going to win this game. This ought to be fun.
Hunter Brandt takes it to the left side where he leaves it with Colin Miller. Miller holds, now puts it on the floor, drives to the free throw line, flips it back out top to Brandt. He stops, kicks it down on the baseline to Robb. Robb moves to the box, but sends it back out top. He goes to Brandt, who tried to rifle it into Dodson. Pass was mishandled, and it's finally picked up out top by Miller. It looked like everybody had a chance at it. Nobody secured it until Miller snagged it out on the wing. So South Central resets the offense. They go to Dodson. He drives to the hoop. Shot off the glass a little strong. Rebound ripped out of there by the Windsor Stew Straws Hatchets, Austin Wittenberg. They're facing a little bit of pressure. They do get it across the timeline as they have it with Domzalski on the left wing. He goes out top to Jordan Wittenberg, who hands it back to Domzalski. A zone employed here the first trip of the ball game for South Central as Windsor Stew Straws is just passing it across the top. Domzalski has it now. He steps inside the arc for a long 2. Shot no good, and Wilshire has the South Central rebound. He hands it off to Hunter Brandt, who brings it across the timeline, matched up with Domzalski. Man-to-man employed by the Hatchets, I do believe. We'll sort it out. Dobson brings it across the top of the key, leaves it with Wilshire. They get it in the corner. 3 on the way from Miller, too strong. Weak side rebound, though, comes to Brandt. He works into the lane, puts up a little shot. It's no good, and Domzalski claims the rebound for the Hatchets.
Well, the rebound totals are going to be good.
Minute and a half into the ball game. They swing it around the perimeter. Jordan Wittenberg has it on the wing. Stops, pops as he moved into 15-foot. Shot was no good, and Wilshire hustles after the baseline rebound. Hands it off to Hunter Brandt, who gets it across the timeline, and Windsor Stew Straws is back defensively in that man-to-man. They go to Robb. He drives the right baseline. Shot was affected from behind. Loose ball rebound secured by Austin Wittenberg for the Hatchets. Gets it up court quickly to Domzalski. Back defensively are the Cougars. So around the perimeter goes the pass to Domzalski. Skip pass across on the side to Austin Wittenberg. Deep 3, no good. Wilshire has another rebound. He's racking them up early.
3 early.
5:43 on the first quarter clock. Still no score. No stoppages of play yet as Dobson has it on the left side. Now he gets in the air, but he finds Brandt to make a pass to. Brandt looks on the right wing. They get it to Miller. Miller fakes a pass. Now goes out top to Wilshire. Sends it on the side to Robb. Robb around a little screen, goes to the top of the key. They get it to Brandt. Backdoor cut to Wilshire, and Keenan Wilshire sticks it up and in for the first 2 points of the ball game.
Brandt spotted him down there low and rifled him a pass.
But Domzalski crosses the timeline, wanted to make a pass. Robb jumped into the passing lane, and Domzalski drugged the pivot foot, so it'll be a turnover against the Hatchets.
And you already said that we had no stoppages in play, so that's the first turnover.
5:10 to play in the first quarter. Walking it across the timeline is Hunter Brandt. Takes it to the right side. Looks over the defense. Appears to be a zone this trip. Yeah, it's a little different look. Domzalski's chasing out top with Austin Wittenberg. They send it to Dodson, do the Cougars. Swing it around on the side to Miller. Collin looks to Dobson. High post, they go to Brandt. Into the lane, draws a crowd. Kicks it out to Robb. 15-footer from the baseline, no good. And Domzalski claims another board for the Hatchets. He passed it up. Now he gets it back and crosses the timeline. Looks over the Cougars' zone defense. They're looking to trap across the timeline, but Domzalski gets it to Jordan Wittenberg in the corner to Wernzine. Now they send it around the perimeter to Austin Wittenberg, who goes to Wernzine at the high post. He rips it away after he couldn't handle the initial pass too cleanly. Drives to the left side. Shot was blocked, and the rebound to Wilshire again. He'll run it up court himself. Looks to Dobson on the baseline. Drives underneath. Passed it off. The pass was tipped out of bounds. Last touch by the Hatchet.
Dodson kind of came flying in there, and ball got loose. And change here, Will. Rob sits down for South Central. They send Corey Smith into the game.
He brought a lot of energy the other night.
He was a big help.
But with 4:11 to play, Cougars will inbounds from the baseline. They're looking. They get it to Colin Miller on the left wing, rather. Out top to Wilshire. Now back to Dobson on that left wing. He holds. Now gets a screen from Wilshire. Goes across the top of the key with a pass to Brandt. Brandt now moves to the top of the key and flips it over to Miller on the right side. He bounces a high post to Wilshire. Turns around and buries the 15-footer from the elbow of the free throw line. And Keenan Wilshire has all the points in this one.
He's the star of the show, man. 4 points and 4 rebounds already.
That's a pretty good start in the first 4 minutes of the game.
He's off and running.
Now here's a trap as soon as Wittenberg got it across the timeline, and he's going to get help from his coach as Austin was trapped over there. Timeout comes. It'll be a 30-second break for the Hatchet. It's South Central 4, Windsor Stew Straws nothing. High school basketball in the NTC tournament on 97.9 XFM.
Evergreen Nursing and Rehabilitation Center is proud to announce their new outpatient therapy. Evergreen now offers physical, occupational, and speech therapies for their patients. If you need therapy, don't worry. Evergreen's outpatient therapy can help you too. Give Evergreen a call today for a tour.
Leisure Times at Keller and Jefferson at Effingham has everything you'll need for your indoor and outdoor recreational needs. Leisure Times, where we specialize in family fun.
South Central off to the quick lead with 3:37 to play in the first quarter. South Central played a good trap in the half court and forced Windsor Stew Straws into that timeout.
And Windsor Stew Straws tried to force the ball into Wernsing. They've been that zoning up here these first few minutes. But Wernsing, they've got to get him involved in the offense. So the Cougars did a good job of denying him the ball. He got it, but never in a good position to shoot that last trip.
Domzalski and Austin Wittenberg play catch in backcourt. They do get it across the timeline. Samuel Vonderheide has it for the first time in the right corner. He rifles a pass over to the left side to Austin Wittenberg. Back out top to Domzalski. Baseline Jordan Wittenberg. Got it to Wernsing. Tough catch in a crowd. Tries to split a double team. Does. Gets a nice pass off over to Austin Wittenberg, who buries a three from the wing.
All's well that ends well that trip. They're finally on the board.
And they pull within one. It's 4-3 here with 2:57 to play in the first quarter. As the Cougars look to get the offense going with Dobson out top. He fires it over to Smith, back out top to Dobson. Again, they go on the side to Smith. Now a skip pass to Miller. He goes to the right baseline, cut off, needs some help. Now got it to Dobson, who looks baseline to Wilshire. Jumper from 5, it's off, no good. But Brandt gets the offensive rebound, and Hunter sticks it up and in.
He had a slow game offensively last night, so he'll be looking to pick it up. Oh, he's a talented kid.
Hatchets get it across the timeline. They go baseline to Vonderheide, back out to Domzalski, or they swing it around the perimeter. Jordan Wittenberg's going to fire a three. He'll knock it down. So Austin Wittenberg hit a three. Now Jordan Wittenberg's hit a three, and we're tied at 6.
The Twins are loading up here early.
2 minutes to play in the first period as Smith has it left side for the Cougars. Brings it to the top of the key where he finds Miller out top. Back to Smith on the left wing. Looks over the zone. Gets it to Miller again out top. Miller puts one dribble down. Now it's picked up his dribble. Got it to Smith, though, on the left side. Again to Miller out top. Miller goes to Brandt. Left wing. 16-footer off the mark. No good. Rebound Wernsing. Clears it ahead to Austin Wittenberg. Back to Wernsing. Now to Domzalski. Still not across the timeline. Goes back to Wernsing. Now they get it across to Austin Wittenberg. In the corner to Jordan. Back out top to Austin. Around to Domzalski. Now to Austin Wittenberg. Corner to Jordan Wittenberg. He's on the right side. Double team. Needs some help. Make the pass. And it's knocked loose. Dobson knocks it away. And Smith picks it up for the second turnover against the Hatchets. Smith runs it off court. Now slows things down. Gets it back to Dobson. They go on the side to Miller. Baseline Brandt. Out top to Dobson. Around one man. Flashes to the lanes. Lays it up and in.
I like the way Dodson attacks the basket.
5'11" junior did that well the other night and is doing it again. Meanwhile, Samuel Vonderheide goes on the attack. Tried to split a double team and got called for a travel as the Hatchets pushed it up court quickly.
Yeah, there was a lot of contact underneath, but he walked before that. Third turnover on the Hatchets.
So with 1:05 to play in the first quarter, it's 8-6. 2-point advantage for the Cougars.
Cougars are yet to turn it over, Matt.
Wilshire holds it out top. Looks, now gets it to Dobson. Dobson goes low post to Braun. He's posting up on Domzalski. Gets the position, leans in, left-handed shot, left it short. Rebounds loose, and Domzalski finally claims it. He gets it across the timeline, spins. Now still on the dribble. Looks to Wittenberg, baseline Wernzing. Wernzing posting up from the left side. Shot blocked again, and Wilshire gets the rebound. They're not knocking it away, but they're just affecting it, and Wilshire was able to snag another board. He hands it to Braun. Braun, runner in the lane, no good. Rebound, Vonderheide, and he got hit a couple of times. We'll sort it out.
3-0. That is Keenan Wilshire. There's the first foul on the Cougars and the first foul of the game, friends.
So checking into the ball game is Sebastian Cowger. He replaces Hunter Brandt for the first time. Cowger sees the court tonight.
And we went a quarter and barely and only had one foul.
18 seconds on the clock as Windsor Stu Straws works it around the perimeter. They got it out top to Austin Wittenberg. He goes baseline to Samuel Vonderheide. Kicks it back out to Wittenberg to Domzalski. Corner to Jordan Wittenberg. 5 seconds on the clock. Domzalski has it. Penetrates. Now goes to Austin to Samuel Vonderheide. Corner three at the buzzer. A little strong. And the first quarter comes to a close. After one in this consolation semifinal bracket matchup of the 85th Annual National Trail Conference Tournament, it's South Central 8, Windsor Stu Straws 6, High School Hoops on 97.9 XFM.
Niemerg Steakhouse has been serving Effingham and the surrounding communities for over 40 years. Niemerg Steakhouse, proud supporters of local and area high school sports.
Whether you're in the market to purchase a new or pre-owned vehicle, Northside Ford on North Keller Drive in Effingham will find a car that works for you. Check out their selection of cars and trucks today.
Local, secure, enduring, and more convenient than ever, Washington Savings Bank is located in Effingham, Mattoon, and anywhere you are with their 24/7 virtual branch. Member FDIC.
8-6 the score here at the NTC tournament as South Central leads Windsor Stu Straws after one quarter.
Neither team shot very well. Windsor Stu Straws was 2 of 8. That's 25%. They were 2 for 4 on their threes. So 0 for 4 on their twos. They didn't go to the line. They had 3 turnovers. They had 6 rebounds. South Central 4 out of 13, so that's about 30%. They didn't go to the line. They had 0 turnovers, grabbed 7 rebounds, and they missed a 3.
Hatchet ball as they work the ball around the perimeter. Jordan Wittenberg and Austin Wittenberg play catch. Now Domzalski's in the midst. They get it baseline to Jordan Wittenberg. He's on the left side. Looks into Vonderheide. Posts up. Turns around. Shot blocked by Wilshire. And he grabs the board, and he's pushing it up the left side of the court. Dribble got away from him a little bit, but he flipped it back out top to Hunter Brandt. And Brandt will reset the offense.
Wilshire's 6th rebound already, Matt.
Man-to-man this trip for the Hatchets as they flip it out top to Wilshire. He's got Wernzing with him. Steps now. Gets it back on the side to Dobson. Dobson looks baseline to Miller. Right back out top to him, and they go to Wilshire. Wilshire to Dobson, left wing. Dobson moves to the top of the key, takes it over on the side to Cowger. Cowger gets it to Miller. Out top, Wilshire. Top of the key, 3 on line, but a little long. And the rebound cleared out of there by the Hatchets, and another board for Austin Wittenberg. He brings it to Jordan Wittenberg, who crosses the timeline. Now gets it to Vonderheide. Back out to Wittenberg, to Domzalski, to Austin Wittenberg. He has it on the wing. Gets it out top to Domzalski as they try to solve this 1-2-2 zone. Wernzing has it in the corner, sends it out to Domzalski. Domzalski left side to Jordan Wittenberg, in the lane to Wernzing. Nice pass underneath to Vonderheide, but Vonderheide just couldn't handle it, and it goes off of him for a Hatchet turnover, first of the quarter. Substitution. First one we see for the Hatchet. Eli Howard comes in, the 5'9 senior, replaces Vonderheide.
Vonderheide had that big game last night, 16 and 13. And so far, the Hatchets have had a tough time getting him involved in the offense.
8-6 the score. South Central leads. And we've got a 5-second call as Domzalski was right there with Brandt. Brandt looked for instruction from the coach, said, "I couldn't hear you." Meanwhile, 5-second violation for the Cougars.
That's their first turnover in the game.
Kind of an odd way to get the first turnover.
That's highly unusual.
Meanwhile, here's the half-court trap employed. Domzalski has it for the Hatchets, gets it to Austin Wittenberg. Austin bounces it to Jordan on the baseline. Double team coming. He gets it to Austin, now to Domzalski. Domzalski on the right side, bounces it baseline to Howard, who was right on the edge of that sideline. Tried to make a pass. It's tipped out of bounds. Last touch by the Cougars.
Kevin Wernsing, I think, feels like he's got a stick tied on him. Man, he cannot get open in underneath.
Meanwhile,
which means Wilshire's doing a heck of a job defensively.
Hatchets keep working it around the perimeter. They've got it with Howard in the corner. He goes high post to Jordan Wittenberg. Moves in the lane. Jumper from 6, no good. Howard went up high for the rebound, but when he came down, he traveled with it. So it's going to be South Central ball to bring the length of the court. Still 8-6 as the scoring has gone dry here.
Yeah, we've had no points so far in this quarter after 14 between the two teams in the first quarter.
Hunter Bryant handles the ball, gets it across the timeline, matched up with Domzalski, takes it to the right side, spins into the lane, dishes it underneath, working for a shot, or realizing he was under the basket was Dobson, so he threw it out, and Miller saves it on the sideline.
Front probably should have shot that. I saw Dotson a little closer.
Actually, it was Cowger who saved it and then got it to Miller, and now Cowger has it out top. He's looking, goes to Dobson, left wing. Dobson fires it out to Brandt. Brandt from the top of the key, just off to the side of it. Now backs out and looks to reset the offense. Hatchets have played a good man-to-man thus far. Wilshire comes to the top of the key, got around a man, drives into the lane, coming to help. It was one of the Wittenbergs, and a foul's whistled as they challenged the shot and got called for the personal.
Always get nervous when a kid falls on an angle like that. Wilshire was just about perpendicular with a floor, parallel with the floor, actually. And he hit hard, but he's okay. Foul shot on Jordan Wittenberg. That's the first foul on the Hatchets.
Keenan Wilshire, meanwhile, gets the free throw to roll around and drop, so he has his 5th point. And it's a 9-6 advantage as Mason Robb checks back into the ball game, replacing Sebastian Cowger for the Cougars. Meanwhile, Wilshire's next free throw is good, so he has 6. South Central has 10, and they're up 4, matching their largest lead of the game.
They have 8 rebounds, and he has 6 of those. Been a busy kid.
Hatchets in backcourt, now get it across the timeline as Domzalski flips it out top to Wernsing. Back to Domzalski to Jordan Wittenberg in the corner. To Domzalski again. They swing it right side to Austin Wittenberg. They was baseline to Howard. Howard's double team somehow got the ball out of there, but Jordan Wittenberg couldn't hang on to it, and Wilshire picks it up. He brings it up the left side, spins, gets underneath, shot's no good, but he's fouled again. And Wilshire heads back to the free throw line after the 3rd turnover for the Hatchets this quarter.
Now taking it inside, resulting in some fouls. Foul on, it's the 2nd on the Hatchets. Colin Kinkler's in the game. He got that foul. No, now they changed it.
Meanwhile, we've got a timeout taken by the Hatchets. 4:35 to play in the second quarter. 10-6, South Central leads Windsor Sioux Straws. NTC action on 97.9 XFM.
Hi, this is Kathy from Barlow Lock and Security. Secure your home or business with a customized system from us. Good luck, area teams, in the tournament.
Brown's Drugstore at 115 West Jefferson Avenue in Effingham is more than just a pharmacy. Check out their Hallmark cards, gifts, healthcare needs, and more.
So we return to the NTC tournament where it's 10-6 in favor of South Central, and Keenan Wilshire heading to the free throw line once again. They'll have a couple of free throws after that quick 30-second timeout. The second of the game taken by the Hatchets.
That foul was on Austin Wittenberg, 13, not 14, his first. So I told Matt off air, each of the Wittenberg twins has a 3, and each of the Wittenberg twins has a foul.
Free throw, good for Wilshire again. So he hit them both. He has 8 in the ball game, makes it 12-6, and that's the largest lead for the Cougars. Windsor Sioux Straws has got to find a way to get a bucket. Wernsing in backcourt, gets it across the timeline to Domzalski. He leaves it with Jordan Wittenberg on the left wing to Domzalski. They swing it to Austin Wittenberg. He's holding it out on the perimeter. They're a long way from home as this South Central defense has forced them way out on the perimeter. Now Austin Wittenberg gets it to Wernsing in the corner. Skip pass out top to Domzalski. Domzalski to Austin Wittenberg. Back to Domzalski left side. Bounces it in the lane for Vonderheide. Vonderheide sends it right back to Austin Wittenberg to Domzalski again. So Austin Wittenberg, baseline Wernsing. Double teamed out to Austin, around to Domzalski. Domzalski on the left side, but again way out on the perimeter. Skip pass to the right side to Austin Wittenberg. Samuel Vonderheide double team, tries to pass out of it. Dobson reads it, gets the steal, drives for the left side, layup, good. Chase Dobson with 4 after the 4th turnover for the Hatchets here in the second quarter.
Turnovers are leading the baskets. South Central's got a good thing going here.
They're up 8. Domzalski splits the double team, gets into the lane, stops, pops, 12-footer, no good. Good idea, just didn't get the shot to fall as Dobson grabbed the rebound.
Hatchet still haven't scored in the quarter.
They hand it to Brandt, and Brandt sets the offense, goes high post to Wilshire. Wilshire looks on the right side to Miller. There's the cutter, nothing doing. Now they find Dobson, the second cutter, through the lane. He leaves it with Robb in the baseline, out to Brandt, to Wilshire, top of the key 3, off the side of the rim, no good. Rebound, Jordan Wittenberg. Hatchets will bring it up court with 3 minutes to play in the second quarter. Austin Wittenberg has it. Gives it back out to Domzalski, to Jordan Wittenberg. Jordan Wittenberg to Domzalski, to Austin Wittenberg. Playing catch over this zone. Domzalski back to Austin Wittenberg. Feel like a broken record. They go to Domzalski. Now they go to Jordan Wittenberg on the wing. Baseline to Wernsing. Wernsing muscles up. Shot falls. Boy, I thought it might crawl out of there, but Gavin Wernsing gets his first 2 points, and it's now 14-8.
That's the first time 2 defenders haven't been on him when he got the ball inside, and he got the shots down.
Wilshire leaves it out top with Miller, who goes to Dobson on the left side. Backdoor cut, nice play. They find Hunter Brandt underneath, and he lays it up and in.
They make good passes, good crisp passes to those kids inside.
Brandt has 4, and it's 16-8 now with 2 minutes to play. Bringing it up court. Windsor's 2 straws. Looks to Vonderheide in the corner. A little trouble with the catch, but he got it out of trouble. They swing it around the perimeter. And Domzalski has it again over on the right wing. Left side to Austin Wittenberg. Baseline to Jordan Wittenberg for 3, and he buries it.
That's more like he shot last night. Boy, he had a great game.
Jordan Wittenberg with 6. Makes it 16-11. Hatchets back within 5. Holding it high on the left side is Wilshire. He looks out top for Brandt. Hunter backs out, sends it to Dobson, left wing. Dobson looks, now finds Miller on the right side. Miller looks, hands it off to Robb at the top of the key. Robb had the ball knocked away. Wilshire tries to save it, but it's off his fingertips, out of bounds for a rare Cougar turnover.
Only 2 in the game.
So Corey Smith checks back into the ball game for South Central.
Yeah, they sat Robb down.
And here's the 3-quarter court trap this time from the Cougars. Domzalski and Wernsing. Wernsing gets it across the timeline where he's trapped in that corner, but he threw over the top and got it safely to Austin Wittenberg.
Got out of the trap.
They work it in the perimeter, around the perimeter. Dobson gets a hand on the pass. Jordan Wittenberg tries to control it, but it's off of him out of bounds.
Yeah, that's 5 turnovers now on the Hatchets this quarter, and that's 8.5. So they're mounting.
16-11, a minute to play in the first half of action that's gone very quickly in this consolation semifinal matchup.
Hatchets have 3 made threes and 1 made 2 in this first half.
South Central working it around the perimeter. Dobson looks to Smith out top. Smith finds Brandt. He's on the left side of the top of the key. Now backs it out. Goes to the right side to Wilshire. Wilshire out top to Miller. Miller looks. Now finds Wilshire on the right side. 30 seconds left.
I'm watching Blake Doring. He's rarely in the coach's box.
Yeah, he's doing a lot of coaching, though.
He is doing a lot of coaching.
He has Dobson holding the ball, getting it to Brandt. Now we're going to have a timeout. With 18.9 seconds left, South Central takes the timeout. It'll be a 30-second break. We'll take one as well. 16-11, South Central over Windsor's 2 straws at the NTC tournament on 97.9 XFM.
Crossroads Bank, your locally owned, locally managed, and locally committed bank, has 2 locations to serve you, on South Banker and on North Keller Drive.
Come see all the redesigned Chevrolet and Toyota models at Dan Heck Chevrolet Toyota, located South Route 45 here in Effingham, or at danheck.com.
Well, I'm not 100% sure South Central was initially winding down the clock to end the first half, but essentially that's what they've done here. I'm sure they're going to hold for the last one now after the timeout from Blake Doring, his club up 16-11.
Well, and used a timeout.
Yeah, they had one to go, or one to use.
Sure. You bet.
So South Central inbounds and backcourt to Hunter Brandt. Domzalski comes to get him when he crosses the timeline. 16 seconds, make it rather 13 seconds, now 10. They go on the side to Miller, back out to Brandt. He's going to go now. Looks to Miller in the right corner. Three on the way is short. Rebound secured by Jordan Wittenberg. Outlet to Wernsing. He's going to throw it the length of the court. It comes up short, and the first half comes to a close. Well, South Central leads Windsor Sioux Straws 16-11 after one half of action at the 85th Annual National Trail Conference Tournament, and you're listening to it on 97.9 XFM.
Effingham Express Care is there for all your urgent care needs. They're open 7 days a week and no appointment is needed for all injuries and illnesses. Plus, they have on-site x-ray. And they accept all major insurance and offer a self-pay discount. For more information, visit centralillinoisurgentcare.com.
Cold outside? At McMahon Meats, we have a convenient drive-up window so you can stay in your warm car while we do the shopping. Call ahead at 217-813-6054. Good luck, area teams, in the tournament.
With an expanded service department, our new Express Lube, and a huge lineup from Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram, Geckner Brothers continues to build on the service and trust we've earned since 1937. Visit us online at gecknerbros.net.
Niemerg Steakhouse has been serving Effingham and the surrounding communities for over 40 years. Niemerg Steakhouse, proud supporters of local and area high school sports.
Whether you're in the market to purchase a new or pre-owned vehicle, Northside Ford on North Keller Drive in Effingham will find a car that works for you. Check out their selection of cars and trucks today.
Local, secure, enduring, and more convenient than ever, Washington Savings Bank is located in Effingham, Mattoon, and anywhere you are with their 24/7 virtual branch. Member FDIC.
This is the Compass Advisory Group Halftime Show. For all of your insurance needs, contact Corey McDaniel at 347-9697.
Jerry Kachuk just took the microphone away from Scott Beal, who has taken over the PA duty responsibilities here in Altamont and the National Trail Conference Tournament. And Jerry did that because he wanted to announce that today is Scott's 50th birthday.
Milestone birthday.
So they couldn't get Scott to announce it himself, so Jerry took over and said, hey, we're going to recognize you for your 50th birthday, so happy 50th birthday, Scott. And he's doing a great job as the PA here at Altamont now.
I'll bet if they'd given him a buck, he would have.
Well, maybe. All us announcers do a lot for a buck.
You bet.
Taking a look at it here at the half, it's 16-11 in favor of the South Central Cougars over the Windsor Sioux Straws Hatchets. Quarters of 8 and 8 for the total of 16 for South Central. Quarters of 6 and 5 for the total of 11 for Windsor Sioux Straws. 8 points for Keenan Wilshire, and he's grabbed a bunch of rebounds as well. Got a couple of block shots. He's just done a lot well for the Cougars. He has 8. Chase Dodson with 4. Hunter Brandt with 4. Colin Miller, Mason Robb, Sebastian Cowger, and Corey Smith have all played for the Cougars in the first half. For the Hatchets, 6 points from Jordan Wittenberg, 3 from Austin Wittenberg, and 2 points for Gavin Wernsing, and that's all the scoring for them. Parker Domzalski and Samuel Vanderhyde, as well as Eli Howard, have played thus far for the Hatchets, who trail South Central by a margin of 16-11. Of course, the nightcap features a great matchup between the 2 and 3 seeds. It's Altamont and Dietrich fighting for the right to take on St. Anthony in the championship game tomorrow night here at the 85th Annual National Trail Conference Tournament. Greg's got some stats for us. We'll have some more fun on the halftime show after this break here on 97.9 XFM.
Whether you're in the market to purchase a new or pre-owned vehicle, Northside Ford on North Keller Drive in Effingham will find a car that works for you. Check out their selection of cars and trucks today.
Local, secure, enduring, and more convenient than ever, Washington Savings Bank is located in Effingham, Mattoon, and anywhere you are with their 24/7 virtual branch. Member FDIC.
Your home for the 85th Annual NTC Tournament. On air and online at 979xfm.com.
Halftime of the first of our doubleheader here at the 85th Annual National Trail Conference Tournament at Altamont. And at the break, it's South Central 16, Windsor's 2 Straws 11. We've had 10 baskets between the two teams in this first half. It was 8-6 South Central after the first quarter. South Central outscored Windsor's 2 Straws 8-5 in the second quarter, 16-11 as a result. South Central 6 of 18 from the field at halftime, 33%, 4 of 13 in the first quarter, 2 of 5 in the second quarter. Went the line 4 times in the person of Keenan Wilshire, and he made them all. 2 turnovers for the Cougars, both in the second quarter. 9 rebounds, but just 2 in the second quarter. And they missed 4 threes. So all their scoring has been from 2-point range and the foul line. Windsor's 2 Straws, 4 for 13 from the field. That's 31%. And they have hit, I knew I forgot something. They were 1 for 1. Let me do some ciphering here. There you go. They were 4 of 13 from the field for 31%, but they were 3 for 5 on their threes. That means they were 1 for 7, 1 for 8 on their twos. Hatchets haven't been to the foul line. They have 8 turnovers. That's been a problem. 9 rebounds for them as well, 3 in the second quarter. And again, 3 for 5 on threes. Individually, for South Central, Chase Dodson's 2 for 3 from the field for his 4 points with a rebound. Hunter Braun is 2 for 6 from the field for 4 points with 2 boards. Colin Miller's missed a couple of threes. Keenan Wilshire 2 for 5 from the field, 4 for 4 from the line, so he has 8 points and 6 rebounds. He has the only South Central foul. And Mason Robb is 0 for 2 from the field, and Sebastian Calgar and Corey Smith got to play. 8 each quarter for South Central, 16 points here at halftime. For the Hatchets, Jordan Wittenberg 2 for 4 from the field. He's hit 2 threes, so he's sitting on 6 points with a foul and a rebound. Parker Domzalski 0 for 2 from the field, has 3 rebounds though. Samuel Vonderheid just 2 shots, and he missed them both after a big night last night. No fouls, no boards, so maybe he'll get hot here in the second half. Gavin Wernsing just 3 shots, so that's the Cougar zone taking its toll on the inside game for the Hatchets. Gavin Wernsing with 2 points on 1 for 3 shooting, no fouls, 1 rebound. Austin Wittenberg made a 3 and missed a 3. He has 3 points, obviously, with a foul and 3 rebounds. Eli Howard has a rebound. 6 and 5 for the Hatchets, 11 points. So we have a grand total of 3 fouls at halftime and 10 baskets at halftime. So I'm kind of anxious to see how this second half's going to show up. Let's find out when we're back in a minute on 97.9 XFM.
Hi, this is Kathy from Barlow Lock and Security. Secure your home or business with a customized system from us. Good luck, area teams in the tournament.
Brown's Drug Store at 115 West Jefferson Avenue in Effingham is more than just a pharmacy. Check out their Hallmark cards, gifts, healthcare needs, and more. Crossroads Bank, your locally owned, locally managed, and locally committed bank, has 2 locations to serve you, on South Banker and on North Keller Drive.
Your home for the 85th Annual NTC Tournament. On air and online at 979xfm.com.
Going on, it is Marshall leading the Robinson Maroons 21-10. Now let's get back to some more basketball action at the National Trail Conference Tournament there at Altamont.
Welcome back to the NTC Tournament. Quick basket to start the quarter for the South Central Cougars. Worked a little backdoor lob for Hunter Brandt, and he stuck it up and in, and it's 18-11 now in favor of South Central. Windsor Sioux Straws having trouble in backcourt, trying to get it across the timeline. There's a pass that's off target as Domzalski couldn't control it, and it went out of bounds along the sideline.
Yeah, that's their first trip of the half, and they turn it over. That's 9 turnovers in the game. You don't get a whole lot of shots when you turn over 9 times.
Cougars looking to expand on their 7-point advantage. They've led by 8 in the first half of action. South Central works it to Wilshire out top. He goes to Dobson along the sideline as he stays in bounds. Now he tries to go inside to Brandt. Pass knocked away. Vonderheide came out of there with it for the first Cougar turnover of the quarter.
Now, see, they've only turned it over 3 times. So they've had a lot more opportunities to get a bucket as a result.
There's a turnover for Windsor Sioux Straws as Wernsing had it in the corner. Tried to skip a pass over to the left wing, and it was just in no man's land and goes out of bounds for another turnover.
Deep. That pass was through the end zone. Incomplete.
So the Cougars again will set things up with a minute gone here in the second half of action as Wilshire holds it out top, looks for Miller. He fires a right side 3. It's no good. Rebound taken down by Jordan Wittenberg. He gets it to Domzalski. Quick outlet ahead to Austin Wittenberg. He's looking inside, nothing doing. He's picked up his dribble, and Domzalski catches a pass in the center circle. He'll now go high post to Vonderheide in the corner to Jordan Wittenberg. 3 from the corner, no good. Rebound Vonderheide goes up for a shot. He's fouled, and Samuel Vonderheide heads to the line for a couple.
And there's an offensive rebound. There haven't been many of them. Fouls on Hunter Brandt. His first in the half on the Cougars, just their second in the game.
Yeah, just as many fouls this half as last half.
Indeed.
Meanwhile, Vonderheide at the line puts the free throw up. Oh, it rattles out, no good. We'll have another chance, though, with 6:34 here on the third quarter clock in this 18-11 ball game. Windsor Sioux Straws looking for points any way they can get them. This charity shot is up, and it's good. Vonderheide's first point of the night makes it 18-12, and is kind of, I don't want to say as poorly, but they haven't got a lot of shots, and they haven't scored a lot, but Windsor Sioux Straws is just down 6.
They're hanging in there.
Meanwhile, Brandt's going to break down the defense, gets into the lane, little runner flips off the front iron and drops in for Hunter Brandt. He has 6, and it's 20-12. Domzalski runs it up court, looks on the side. Austin Wittenberg loads up a 3, and he buries it. Austin Wittenberg has 6, makes it 20-15, a 5-point game with 6 minutes to play in the third. Looks like Windsor Sioux Straws is a little more aggressive this half. Meanwhile, South Central works it over to Miller. He's open for a 3. He'll take it from the left wing. No good. Vonderheide tracks down the rebound for the Hatchet. Leaves it with Domzalski, who's weaving his way through traffic. Had it knocked loose, but he gets it back. He's double-teamed and still not across the timeline. Now he fires it to Austin Wittenberg. Austin Wittenberg back to Domzalski, way out on the perimeter of the still. Now they go corner to Jordan Wittenberg. He bounces a pass back out top to Austin. Austin over to Domzalski. In the lane, Wernsing. He's open, he turns, he shoots, he scores.
That sounds like hockey.
I don't know that Wernsing realized he was that open, but all of a sudden the Hatchets are within 3.
He could have taken a step closer, but hey, went in.
5:15 to play in the third quarter. Man-to-man defense still here for the Hatchets as Brandt has it out on the perimeter. Skips it over to Dobson. You know he's going to drive. Takes it from the left wing. Spins into the lane. Puts up a shot. No good. Rebound Miller. Put back is good. Colin Miller connects inside off the offensive board. And now we've got a timeout taken by the Cougars. 5:02 to play in the third quarter. 22-17. South Central leads Windsor Sioux Straws at the 85th Annual NTC Tournament on 97.9 XFM.
local, secure, enduring, and more convenient than ever. Washington Savings Bank is located in Effingham, Mattoon, and anywhere you are with their 24/7 virtual branch. Member FDIC.
5:02 to play in the third quarter. 22-17. South Central scored the bucket and took the quick timeout.
Okay.
Windsor Sioux Straws working the inbounds. They've got to bring it the length of the court, working against the pressure. It's tipped, the pass is, but Wernzing tries to save it. Finally gets it under control as he crosses the timeline to the top of the key. Leaves it with Austin Wittenberg for a left wing three, no good. And Wilshire has another rebound for the Cougars. He brings it up the left side, leaves it out top with Brandt. Brandt backs out to the center circle, flips it to the top of the key to Wilshire. He works to the left side on the dribble. Now is cut off, sends it out to Robb. Robb to Dobson, left side. Dobson moves to the top of the key. Now to right side to Robb. He's on the wing, drives to the baseline, and there's a hand check. Whistled as Robb started to make a move.
Jordan Wittenberg's second foul. Only people named Wittenberg have fouls for the Hatchets. I don't think it's anything personal.
Oh, okay.
It's just the way it's turned out.
Cougars inbounds from the baseline. They get it out top to Robb. He holds, looks inside, can't find what he wants, goes to Miller in the corner. He's on the right side, brings it to the wing. Now takes it out top to Brandt. Brandt way out on the right corner, moves to the center circle. Man-to-man defense. Wilshire comes to get a pass. Wernzing challenges him. It goes back to Brandt. Brandt looks, now posting up as Miller. He sends it top of the key. Wilshire for three, around and out, no good. Miller, though, an offensive rebound. He sticks it back up and in.
He doesn't look like he's the strongest kid, but boy, he's doing well around the basket.
Very active, yep, and that's paid off for 2 putback buckets so far. Vonderheide across the timeline. Great look inside to Wernzing, and Wernzing sticks it up and in.
That's a nice job by Wernzing not to walk. He had to catch that about midstream, and nice job of getting the shot up and in.
Brandt takes it to the right side, now back to the top of the key after a screen from Wilshire. They spin it back to him. Wilshire forces a shot up in the lane. It's out of bounds. Who touched it last? Apparently the Cougars.
Change here. Corey Smith, checks in for South Central for Robb, as Blake's been running them in and out interchangeably.
So here's the three-quarter court trap. Miller out on top of it, kicks the ball. Austin Wittenberg was trying to throw it to Wernzing, and Miller just punted it.
Soccer's a fall sport, and he's just staying in shape.
Windsor Sioux Straws inbounds in backcourt. They've got it with Austin Wittenberg. He goes to Wernzing, back to Wittenberg, across the timeline to Jordan Wittenberg. Skip pass to Wernzing to the right side. Tries to go high post to Domzalski. Pass is picked up by Wilshire. He brings it across the timeline, stops as he's cut off, and leaves it with Brandt.
As they say about quarterbacks, he threw into a crowd. 3 turnovers on the Hatchet.
Brandt looks over to Smith, who slipped in there for the Cougars. He has it out top with Miller. Miller to Dobson. Dobson holds, now goes to Brandt, left side. Drives into the lane, sneaks through the defense. Shot is up. The foul is whistled, but we'll see if it was on the shot or before it.
Austin Wittenberg's second foul as we continue with the only Wittenbergs get fouls. The Twins each have 2 fouls in the game.
And it was on the shot, so 2 free throws coming up for Hunter Brandt. Takes a dribble, puts the shot up, and it's nothing but net. He has his 7th point of the ball game.
And 5 in the quarter here. Don't forget, we're going to have a good one coming up next. Dietrich and Altamont find out who moves into the championship game tomorrow night.
Next one's up and good. So I said 7th. I believe it should be 10th now in the ball game with those 2 made free throws.
I have him for 10.
So it's 26-19 with 2:40 on the clock as Jordan Wittenberg has it on the right side, leaves it out top with Domzalski. He moves to the top of the key, finds Wittenberg, goes in the corner to Vonderheide. Vonderheide double teamed, back out of trouble to Jordan Wittenberg, and again to Domzalski out top. South Central trying to continue to play the good zone defense that's frustrated the Hatchets. Hatchets, though, get it in the lane to Vonderheide. His shot is blocked from behind by Wilshire, but there is Gavin Wernzing to clean up the mess, and he sticks it up and in. So it's 26-21.
So Vonderheide got blocked and Wernzing made the basket.
2:05 to play in the third quarter. Hunter Brandt gets it on the side to Miller. Miller jump stop in the lane. Ball knocked loose, so Miller got it back. Now tries to make a move, and he's called for a travel. A good defense there by the Hatchets. Forced the turnover. Just the second, though, for South Central this half.
Only 4 in the game.
Austin Wittenberg had the ball knocked loose from behind. Dobson goes after it, and it's out of bounds along the sideline. It's last touch by the Cougars.
Domzalski got his hands back just in time.
The Vonderheide will trigger the inbounds from just their side of the timeline. If he can find someone, there's Austin Wittenberg. He makes the catch, moves towards the left side of the court. Now spins, gets it back to Domzalski over on the right side, a long way out on the perimeter. These two are playing catches. Austin Wittenberg has it on the left side. Now goes baseline to Wernzing. Wernzing in the corner is double teamed. Tries to pass out of it. A pass along the baseline is picked off by Smith. 4th turnover for the Hatchets. They find Wilshire driving up the left side. Shot is up and good. Some contact underneath there, but no call. But the basket goes for Wilshire, who's in double figures with 10.
Boy, Bront, Wilshire, and Dodson, they're all great at taking it to the hole here for this South Central club.
Now South Central knocks it away out top. It'll belong to the Hatchets right at the timeline with 1:13 to play. 28-21, back to a 7-point advantage for Windsor Stew-Stras. Hatchet has cut it down to 3. But Cougars have pushed the lead back up. Hatchet's working it around the perimeter. They've got it with Austin Wittenberg to Domzalski. Back to Austin Wittenberg in the corner to Jordan Wittenberg on the right side. Double team, lob in the lane. It's knocked loose, and there's a steal for the Cougars. Brandt comes up with it. 5th turnover for the Hatchets. Brandt brings it to the top of the key, leaves it with Miller. Wing 3, in and out, no good. And Jordan Wittenberg secures the rebound. Leaves it with Austin. Austin back to Jordan Wittenberg. The Twins play catch in backcourt. Now Austin has it back to Jordan. They got to get across the timeline, and they do, just ahead of a 10-second call. Jordan takes it to the right side where he flips it back out to Domzalski. Domzalski over to Austin Wittenberg. 24 seconds left to play in the quarter. And it looks like the Hatchets are content to hold for the last shot. South Central says, we're ahead 7. Go ahead. So Austin Wittenberg in the center circle. Leaves it with Domzalski. Now they go right side to Jordan Wittenberg, who's double teamed, splits his way out of it, tries to make a pass inside. It's tipped and taken by Dobson. 5 seconds on the clock. Jordan Wittenberg knocks the ball away from Domzalski from behind. It goes out of bounds along the sideline, where it'll be South Central ball with 3.1 seconds to play. About the top of the key, extended over to the sideline is where the inbounds is coming from. Dobson will be the trigger man. He's looking. There's Bront. Ball knocked loose, and it's out of bounds. Last touched by Austin Wittenberg. And the way those players collided, I'm awfully glad everybody's back up.
I agree with you. Now we have a 1.6-second inbound play.
From the sideline, about the free throw line extended over. Brandt's going to be the trigger man this time. Set up in a box around the lane. They get it to Wilshire. Top of the key. 3 short. And the third quarter comes to a close. After 3, South Central maintains their lead. They're up 28-21 over the Windsor Stew-Stras Hatchets here at the 85th Annual NTC Tournament on 97.9 XFM.
With an expanded service department, our new Express Lube, and a huge lineup from Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram, Geckner Brothers continues to build on the service and trust we've earned since 1937. Visit us online at gecknerbros.net. Evergreen Nursing and Rehabilitation Center is proud to announce their new outpatient therapy. Evergreen now offers physical, occupational, and speech therapies for their patients. If you need therapy, don't worry. Evergreen's outpatient therapy can help you too. Give Evergreen a call today for a tour.
Leisure Times at Keller and Jefferson at Effingham has everything you'll need for your indoor and outdoor recreational needs. Leisure Times, where we specialize in family fun.
Your home for the 85th Annual NTC Tournament. On air and online at 979xfm.com.
Back at Altamont, third quarter stats. Windsor Stew-Stras 4 of 7 from the field. That's 57% shooting, but only 7 shots. That's 20 in the game now. 20 shots. 1 for 2 from the line. That's the first time they've been to the line. 6 more turnovers. A big problem for Stew-Stras, though. 14 now through 3 quarters. 5 rebounds in the quarter and 1 for 3 on threes. South Central 5 out of 12, so that's about 40%. 2 for 2 from the line. They had 2 turnovers. Only 4 turnovers in the game for the Cougars. 3 rebounds. They missed 5 threes. They're 0 for 9 on threes.
Hatchet's ball to start the fourth quarter, 28-21 the score, as Austin Wittenberg is trapped in the coffin corner, and he throws it off of Dobson's leg to avoid a 5-second call and a turnover.
Was looking for a good angle, I think, before he finally threw it off, make sure it was going to go out of bounds.
So the inbound goes into backcourt to Domzalski, to Austin Wittenberg, ahead to Jordan Wittenberg in the corner, back out to Austin. Now high post to Wernsing. He's double-teamed. Now all of a sudden he's left open, but then all of a sudden Miller blocked the shot from behind. Rebound picked out of the air. I believe it was Wilshire who got another board. He hands it off to Brandt. He crosses the timeline and goes high post to Wilshire. Puts it on the floor, spins to the left, now to the right, puts the shot up, and it's good. Keenan Wilshire with 12 now in the ball game. Leads all scorers, makes it 30-21. A 9-point lead, the largest of the night for the Cougars.
And his 12 points go with 8 rebounds.
Now Jordan Wittenberg's trapped in the corner. Got a pass away, but it's picked off by South Central. Coming up court with it is Corey Smith. He lays it up and in. And now an 11-point lead with 7:07 to play into the fourth quarter. Forces Windsor Stew Straws to take a timeout. It'll be a 60-second break. We'll take one as well here on 97.9 XFM.
Niemerg Steakhouse has been serving Effingham and the surrounding communities for over 40 years. Niemerg Steakhouse, proud supporters of local and area high school sports.
Whether you're in the market to purchase a new or pre-owned vehicle, Northside Ford on North Keller Drive in Effingham will find a car that works for you. Check out their selection of cars and trucks today.
Local, secure, enduring, and more convenient than ever, Washington Savings Bank is located in Effingham, Mattoon, and anywhere you are with their 24/7 virtual branch. Member FDIC.
(32-21) the score with 7:07 to play in the fourth quarter. South Central has opened up their largest lead of the ball game with 4 quick points here in this fourth quarter. Hatchett's working the inbounds, trying to solve the three-quarter court trap. They get it to the timeline, but Wittenberg's not across it. Austin now leaves it with Vonderheide, who does run it across the timeline at the center circle. Leaves it with Domzalski, back to Vonderheide right wing. Again out top to Domzalski, over to Austin Wittenberg, to Domzalski, and now to Vonderheide on the right side. Fakes, now drives the baseline, sends a pass over to the left wing, caught by Austin Wittenberg to Jordan Wittenberg for a corner three, and he buries it. Boy, a big shot at a big time for the Hatchet.
Yeah, again, South Central has not made a three, and the Hatchet's threes are keeping them afloat.
6:28 to play in the ball game. Wilshire has it on the right side. Backdoor cut to Miller. Miller, though, couldn't handle the pass. Tries to save it in bounds, and he threw it to the Hatchets. Turnover, the first for South Central, as now the Hatchets have a ball that got away, but they get it back in the corner. Jordan Wittenberg, though, lost the handle. It's taken away. Driving for the layup is Miller. It's blocked from behind by Austin Wittenberg, but you heard the whistle. That's because Austin got him on the arm.
It's his third foul as we continue with only Wittenberg's foul. Austin 3, Jordan 2. No one else has a foul for the Hatchets.
Has South Central just fouled twice in the game?
Twice in the game.
Wow. Free throw rattles around, no good for Colin Miller. He'll have another attempt, though, with 6:07 to play in the fourth quarter. 32-24, an 8-point advantage for the Cougars, and now you can make it 9 as he sinks that free throw. So Miller 1 of 2 at the line that trip. He has 5 in the ball game. Backcourt pressure still giving the Hatchet some fits, but Vonderheide catches a tip pass. Now they get it to Jordan Wittenberg. Crosses the timeline with a pass to Vonderheide over to Jordan Wittenberg in the right corner. As he tries to drive baseline, there's a South Central foul.
Hunter Brandt, and he has 2. Team has only 3 in the game, and he has 2 of them.
Gavin Wernsing going to check back in for the Hatchets as he replaces Eli Howard. Meanwhile, Vonderheide.
I think Austin Wittenberg sat down.
Okay. Meanwhile, Howard has it.
Actually, Domzalski has it.
Spins it around the perimeter. They get it in the corner. Trapped down there is the Hatchets, but they get it safely out of trouble. They go over to Domzalski. Left wing three off the heel of the rim, no good. Rebound to Wilshire. Wilshire fires it off to Brandt. Brandt crosses the timeline. They don't pick him up till he gets in the lane. He sidesteps the man, puts up a shot off the heel of the rim, no good, but Hunter Brandt gets the rebound. He tries to clear it out to the corner, and he's fouled, and there's another Wittenberg picking up a personal.
One of those things, you know, that's the fourth foul on the Hatchets in the half. It's the third foul on Jordan, his second in the half, and Austin has 2 in the half.
Here's the inbounds out top to Smith, back to Brandt in the lane. He tried to go inside. The ball was actually thrown off the back of one of the Hatchets, but Miller was there to save it.
He whacked Vonderheide in the arm.
Meanwhile, there's a move in the lane by Dobson. Shot no good. Rebound, though, Smith clears it out of trouble, and re-racking the offense are the Cougars. They have it with Hunter Brandt. He spins it over to Wilshire on the left side. Oh, pressured by Gavin Wernsing. Sends it back out top to Hunter Brandt. 4:45 in the fourth quarter. They go again to Wilshire, and he's stripped. Getting the steal was Wernsing. He hands it off to Miller, who brings it up court. Landon leaves it with Wernsing. Second Cougar turnover gives this offensive opportunity. As, boy, there's a pass from Samuel Vonderheide, beautifully made to Miller. Landon goes for the shot, and he's bumped from behind, and he'll head to the line for a couple.
Dodson got him. His first foul. 3 on the Cougars in the half. 3 of their 4 have been in the second half.
So 4:31 to play in the fourth quarter. 33-24 the score. Miller's free throw rattles around and drops. So Landon has his first point of the night, and he cuts it to an 8-point lead with 4:31 to play.
Hatchets have had a tough go. That's just their third foul shot attempt in the game.
Eli Howard back into the ball game for the Hatchets. Meanwhile, Miller's free throw is off the mark. Rebound comes out long to the corner. They fight for it. Wilshire and Wernsing, and it looks like Wernsing picks up the foul.
Yeah, Wilshire had position inside. Wernsing's on top of him, so there's somebody not named Wittenberg that gets a foul for the Hatchets. Wernsing's first. 5 on the Hatchets in the half.
So now some full court pressure from the Hatchets, and there's a hold as Brandt was trying to get open to catch the ball.
And back to the Wittenbergs. Jordan's fourth foul, and that's 6 now on the Hatchets.
So now a foul will result in some free throw opportunities for the Cougars. Brandt will be the trigger man this time, leaves it with Wilshire. Wilshire just hands it back to Brandt, and the pressure drops off. Brandt comes to the timeline where he's picked up by Jordan Wittenberg, who takes it as Brandt takes it to the left side, leaves it with Miller. Miller moves to the top of the key, now back to the left side of the lane, leans in, little runner is no good. Vonderheide secures the rebound for the Hatchet. Looking for some help in backcourt, gets it to Miller. Miller sends it across to Jordan Wittenberg, almost fell down with it. Oh, they're going to call him for steps. That's a tough call because it looked like his foot stayed down in one spot the whole time.
Third turnover. 9 in the half, 17 in the game for the Hatchets.
So with 4:05 to play in the fourth quarter, the Cougars work the inbounds from the sideline. They get it baseline to Brandt. Brandt working in the post. Cut off nicely by Jordan Wittenberg, but Brandt sends it across to Smith on the wing. Drives in the lane. Runner no good. Shot, nobody touched it, they say. It's out of bounds to the Hatchets.
Hatchets with 3 shots from the field in this fourth quarter, man. It's tough to catch up when you don't shoot the ball. Turnovers have been a real problem.
Austin Wittenberg back into the ball game, replaces Jordan Wittenberg for the Hatchets. He catches the inbounds from Wernsing. Wernsing gets it back to Howard rather, to Wernsing. Wernsing in backcourt to Howard right at the timeline, but not across it. Now to Wernsing. They beat the 10-second call with a pass ahead to Wittenberg. Wittenberg fires it over to the right wing and gets it right back on the left side. Now goes baseline to Vonderheide. Trapped in the corner, trying to split his way out of it, and a foul's called against the Cougars.
I think they're looking at Corey Smith. Yep, his first foul. And that's 4 on the Cougars, so it's still out of bounds to the Hatchets.
So with 3:28 to play in the ball game, 33-25, the inbound comes from the sideline for the Hatchets as they trail. They work it in the corner to Vonderheide. Double team comes quickly again. Bounces it out of trouble to Wittenberg. They send it over to Howard, to Wittenberg. Wittenberg drives the left side, cut off, gets it to Vonderheide. Vonderheide to Howard. And as Howard makes a move into the lane, he's called for steps.
4 turnovers this quarter, 10 and a half, 18 in the game. Boy, it's really killed the Hatchets, all these turnovers.
Wernsing out. Also checking out is Landon Miller. In for the first time, Riley Walden. And Austin Wittenberg back out there with Jordan Wickenberg, Vonderheide, Walden, and Howard. South Central beats the full court press. Miller brought it up court, leaves it back out to Brandt. Brandt to Wilshire on the right side. Wilshire puts it on the floor, leaves it with Dobson top of the key. Dobson over to Smith. Under 3 minutes to play in this 8-point game. Cougars have the ball in the lead. South Central works it to Dobson. Dobson now tries to drive in the lane. He's bumped on his way, and a foul is whistled. And Chase Dodson heads to the line for a couple, or at least 1 and 1.
Yeah, 1 and bonus now. That foul is on Samuel Vonderheide. It's his first.
And now substitutions as Jordan Wittenberg and Gavin Wernsing back in. Howard will have a seat. And was it Walden that sat down as well? I do believe so.
Yes.
Meanwhile, Dodson's free throw is up and good. So he has 5 now in the ball game. Pushes the lead up to 9. 34-25, 2:45, so 2:48 on the fourth quarter clock. Dodson's next free throw is good. So now it's a 10-point game. And Windsor Sioux Straws is going to have to find a way to get some points in a hurry, and that's not something that's come easy to them tonight.
No, 25 in the game, but they have hit some threes.
Hit it across the timeline. Austin Wittenberg has picked up his dribble. He's double-teamed, sends it out to Domzalski, who attacks from the center circle, now backs up, leaves it on the side with Jordan Wittenberg. Skip pass to Austin. He's on the left side. Spins, gets a jumper away. It's blocked. Rebound, Wilshire. He clears it out of there to Brandt, and Hunter brings it to the timeline. He's matched up there with Austin Wittenberg. He bounces it to Wilshire. Wilshire is going to drive in the lane, draws a crowd, but before any contact, there's a travel violation, and it'll go back to the Hatchets on the third South Central turnover.
So Wilshire got called for walk, but he did pick up his 10th rebound a minute ago, so he's had a good night.
Yeah, 12 points, 10 boards.
They'll let you stay.
Domzalski with it in the middle of the court, gets to the free throw line, squares up, takes the jumper, and buries it. Parker Domzalski with some much-needed points for the Hatchets, and they take a quick timeout with 1:58 to play in the ball game. It's South Central 35, Windsor Sioux Straws 27. High school basketball in the NTC tournament on 97.9 XFM.
Come see all the redesigned Chevrolet and Toyota models at Dan Heck Chevrolet Toyota, located south Route 45 here in Effingham, or at danheck.com.
Hi, this is Kathy from Barlow Lock and Security. Secure your home or business with a customized system from us. Good luck, area teams in the tournament.
Brown's Drug Store at 115 West Jefferson Avenue in Effingham is more than just a pharmacy. Check out their Hallmark cards, gifts, healthcare needs, and more. Crossroads Bank, your locally owned, locally managed, and locally committed bank, has 2 locations to serve you, on South Banker and on North Keller Drive.
Windsor Sioux Straws down to a couple of timeouts, but more importantly, they're down 8 points in this ball game to South Central, who leads 35-27.
Yeah, when you've only had 10 shots go in, it's tough to catch up from 8 down.
Full court man-to-man employed. The Cougars threaten to send everybody on a sprint deep, and now Miller turns around to catch the pass from Brandt. Brandt takes it, brings it across the timeline, matched up now with Austin Wittenberg, goes to Wilshire. Wilshire bounces it to Miller on the right side. Smith comes out top to catch a pass. Just a good old flex motion offense here for the Cougars. With 1:40 on the clock, they're more than content to burn some time here, leading this one by 8. Dobson handling out top, finds Brandt. He penetrates, kicks it to Smith. Smith says, I'll just take it back out top. Now they go to Wilshire. Hatchets are going to have to determine who they want to foul.
I think it's Coach Lockhart telling them.
They go to Wilshire, high post. Matched up with Vonderheide. Vonderheide poked it loose, but Wilshire came to get it. Now they fight for the loose ball, and a foul comes against the Hatchets.
2-0, I think, Samuel Vonderheide. It's his second. Still 1-1, Matt.
So Gavin Wernthing and Jordan Wittenberg check back in. That's the offense. Checking in for the defense of Eli Howard and Riley Walden. And minute 15 on the clock. 35-27 the score. First of a 1-1 is up and good. Keenan Wilshire has had himself a heck of a ball game.
I was just going to say that both these teams will be playing again early tomorrow. One at 11:30, one at 1 o'clock.
Here's the next one. Hits the front of the rim, the back of the rim, and drops through. So Wilshire with 14 extends the lead back to 10 with 1:12 on the clock.
5 out of 6 for the Cougars from the line in the fourth quarter. They're doing a lot right.
That three-quarter court pressure is still causing trouble for the Hatchets. The pass was kicked out top by Miller. Goes all the way to the baseline where it's out of bounds off of the Cougars. So Windsor Stu Straws inbounds to Jordan Wittenberg. Ahead to Austin Wittenberg. He crosses the timeline, spins, and gets it back to Domzalski. Domzalski to Vonderheid in the corner to Jordan Wittenberg. 3 on the way, off the rim, no good. Dobson grabs the rebound, and he hands it off to Brandt. Hunter will walk it up court. 45 seconds on the clock where he runs into Jordan Wittenberg, who's challenging him. Hunter gets around him, drives into the lane, leaves it with Smith on the wing. Smith had it poked at from behind, and there's the whistle and a foul on Jordan Wittenberg.
And that's the end of Jordan's evening. That's his 5th foul.
So he'll finish the ball game with 3 made threes and 9 points. He checks out with 38.5 seconds to play as the Cougars go to the line again. Smith's free throw is off the mark, no good. Rebound. Smith hustled in there, got on the floor, and at least tied it up with Domzalski. As he was the only Cougar. All the other 4 Cougars were back to play defense, but the Hatchets didn't block him out on the front end of the 1-and-1 and credit him for a lot of hustle to get in there and at least force the jump. Now Brandt triggers the inbounds in the corner to Wilshire. He brings it out top where he takes it to the center circle. Now he's picked up his dribble. Goes to Bront. Bront still out top with 25 seconds on the clock. Splits the defense. Leaves it with Miller in the corner. Miller takes it back out top. Now he's picked up his dribble. Lows to Brandt. Passes off the mark, and Vonderheid gets the steal. 14 seconds left as Domzalski gets it across the timeline. Looks for Wittenberg on the wing. He steps around a defender, pulls up for 2. Shot no good. Rebound taken by Smith. And with 4 seconds left, that's going to do it as the Cougars come away with the victory, 37-27 over the Windsor Stu Straws Hatchets. So that means it'll be South Central in the consolation championship against North Clay tomorrow in the second game of the day. The opening game will be St. Elmo Brownstown and Windsor Stu Straws. That will come your way at 11:30 tomorrow. And then again, it'll be followed by North Clay and South Central in the consolation championship. We'll decide who's going to be in the championship game and who will fall to the third place contest as Altamont gets set to take on Dietrich in the nightcap of the 85th Annual National Trail Conference Tournament. That comes up next after South Central defeated Windsor Stu Straws 37-27, and you heard it here on 97.9 XFM.
Effingham Express Care is there for all your urgent care needs. They're open 7 days a week and no appointment is needed for all injuries and illnesses. Plus, they have on-site x-ray. And they accept all major insurance and offer a self-pay discount. For more information, visit centralillinoisurgentcare.com.
Cold outside? At McMahon Meats, we have a convenient drive-up window so you can stay in your warm car while we do the shopping. Call ahead at 217-813-6054. Good luck, area teams, in the tournament.
With an expanded service department, our new Express Lube, and a huge lineup from Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram, Geckner Brothers continues to build on the service and trust we've earned since 1937. Visit us online at gecknerbros.net. Evergreen Nursing and Rehabilitation Center is proud to announce their new outpatient therapy. Evergreen now offers physical, occupational, and speech therapies for their patients. If you need therapy, don't worry. Evergreen's outpatient therapy can help you too. Give Evergreen a call today for a tour.
Leisure Times at Keller and Jefferson at Effingham has everything you'll need for your indoor and outdoor recreational needs. Leisure Times, where we specialize in family fun.
Niemerg Steakhouse has been serving Effingham and the surrounding communities for over 40 years. Niemerg Steakhouse, proud supporters of local and area high school sports.
The Effingham area's choice for news, sports, weather, and more. On air and online at 979xfm.com.
And we welcome you back to the 85th Annual National Trail Conference Tournament here in the post-game show as South Central defeated Windsor Sioux Straws by a score of 37-27. They did it with quarters of 8, 8, 12, and 9 for their total of 37. Windsor Sioux Straws had quarters of 6, 5, 10, and 6 for their total of 27 tonight. Leading all scorers was Keenan Wilshire with 14 points. He also finished in double figures with rebounds in this one as well. Hunter Brandt chipped in with 10 points in the win, 6 for Chase Dodson, 5 for Colin Miller, 2 points for Corey Smith for South Central, who also sent onto the court Mason Robb and Sebastian Cowger. Remember, Aaron Patton wasn't available tonight due to injury. We'll see how quickly he can make his way back to the court for the Cougars. For the Windsor Sioux Straws Hatchets, they fall to 10-14 on the season. They were led by Gavin Wernsing. He had 8. Jordan Wittenberg actually had 9 to lead them. 6 points from Austin Wittenberg, 2 for Parker Domzalski, a point apiece for Landon Miller and Samuel Vonderheide. Eli Howard and Riley Walden also played for Coach Bob Lockhart as they again fall to 10-14. South Central improves on the season to 12-9. And it'll be St. Elmo Brownstown and Windsor Sioux Straws at 11:30 in the 7th place game, followed by the consolation championship between North Clay and South Central. And then the 3rd place game will feature Neoga, and the loser of the next game, it'll either be Altamont or Dietrich, and St. Anthony will host the winner, or actually they will play the winner here at Altamont in the championship game. And again, that will either be Altamont or Dietrich. We'll find that one out in about an hour and 45 minutes or so, I'd say, as Altamont and Dietrich are currently on the court warming up. Greg's working his way through some stats, and we will take a break, for Greg says he's ready to go.
All right, the final score in that first game, 37-27, South Central defeated Windsor Sioux Straws. Windsor Sioux Straws shot 13 of 36 from the field, which is about 36%. They were 6 of 18 in the first half, 7 of 18 in the second half, so 13 of 36. From the line, they went 11 of 13. That's really good, and they needed every one of those foul shots. Only 8 turnovers for the Cougars, and they had 6 in the second half. They had 19 rebounds, 10 in the second half. They missed all 9 of their threes, so they were 13 of 27 on twos, just about 50% on their twos. As far as Hatchets, they were 10 of 27 from the field. That's about 40%. 1 for 2 from the line. 18 turnovers, their big problem. 15 rebounds. They were 5 for 12 on threes, which means they were 5 for 15 on twos. As far as the individual numbers for Windsor Sioux Straws, Jordan Wittenberg 3 for 7 from the field. The 3 he made were threes, and he had 3 rebounds to go with his 9 points. Parker Domzalski 1 for 2 from the field, 1 for 4 from the field, for 2 points with 3 rebounds. Samuel Vonderheide 0 for 3 from the field tonight, 1 for 2 from the line. He had 3 rebounds to go with 1 point. Gavin Wernsing was 4 for 7 from the field for his 8 points with 2 rebounds. Austin Wittenberg 2 for 6 from the field. He made 2 threes, so he had 6 points and 3 boards. Eli Howard had a rebound, and Landon Miller was 1 for 2 from the line. 6, 5, 10, and 6 for the Hatchets, 27 points. For South Central, Chase Dodson was 2 for 5 from the field, 2 for 2 from the line for 6 points with 2 rebounds. Hunter Brandt was 4 for 9 from the field and 2 for 2 from the line for his 10 points. He had 3 rebounds. Colin Miller, 2 of 8 from the field, 1 for 2 from the line for 5 points with 2 rebounds. Keenan Wilshire, 4 for 10 from the field and 6 for 6 from the line. So he finished with 14 points, and he had 10 rebounds, so a double-double for Keenan Wilshire. Mason Robb was 0 for 2 from the field. Sebastian Calger got to play. Corey Smith 1 for 2 from the field, 0 for 1 from the line for 2 points with 2 rebounds. 8, 8, 12, and 9 for South Central's 37. They win it 37-27.
All right. Thank you very much, Greg. We appreciate those stats as we wrap up the first game with Windsor Sioux Straws and South Central. We'll see if we can track down either of the coaches and then come back with the pregame show as we get set for the semifinal matchup between Altamont and Dietrich. That's ahead here on 97.9 XFM.
Farm Credit has been serving agriculture for over
Niemerg Steakhouse has been serving Effingham and the surrounding communities for over 40 years. Niemerg Steakhouse, proud supporters of local and area high school sports.
Whether you're in the market to purchase a new or pre-owned vehicle, Northside Ford on North Keller Drive in Effingham will find a car that works for you. Check out their selection of cars and trucks today.
Local, secure, enduring, and more convenient than ever, Washington Savings Bank is located in Effingham, Mattoon, and anywhere you are with their 24/7 virtual branch. Member FDIC.
Farm Credit Illinois, assisting farmers for over 100 years.
And we thank Farm Credit Illinois for sponsoring our post-game show throughout the basketball season. As here in the opener, it was Windsor Sioux Straws who fell to South Central by a final score of 37-27. Head coach Bob Lockhart of the Windsor Sioux Straws Hatchets has made his way up to the booth as his club came up a little short tonight to South Central. But it was an interesting ball game to watch from up here, Coach, as both teams really played some good defense on one another.
Well, you know, I felt like they controlled it again from start to finish. It was a little bit of a carbon copy of what we did down at their place a few weeks ago. When you put zone with a little bit of length and pressure against us, we struggle. Probably offensively, we just weren't very aggressive. You know, you gotta attack the traps and get the ball, you know, at some point in time into the middle part of the floor, and you can't survive in a pace of a game like that and turn the ball over 18 times is what we had for our group.
It's a situation where you get into a conference tournament like this and you have the opportunity to play a lot of games and against a lot of styles, and it can be a good learning experience for a young ball club.
Yeah, you know, that's the tough thing, especially for us, is, you know, now we played Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and being able to get in and get some reps against the zone and what we were going to get. And, you know, again, so we just got to learn and do it on the fly a little bit. And I was disappointed by our perimeter guys just not being more aggressive and attack the seams and attack the glass versus just being so passive.
And it's a quick turnaround again for your ball club. You come here tomorrow morning and take on a St. Elmo Brownstown club. And it's a 7th and 8th place game, but man, a couple of good teams battling each other out as far as the season outlook overall.
Well, they bring just totally a different perspective. Their bodies are going to be big, and we've got to handle their physicality and somehow win the battle around in the paint and keep them off the window. We've got to control tempo a little bit like South Central did tonight. You know, one thing about the game tonight, South Central runs their offense so long that becomes their defense, and you're playing extended minutes, and then we go down and, you know, turn it over again, and then now you're playing defense again. But St. Elmo will be a tough battle. I know that they'll be wanting a piece of us after we got them a few weeks ago, so it ought to be a great game, and hopefully we can handle their physicality and handle their physical size and keep them off the window.
Well, Coach, we always appreciate you coming up and chatting with us and offering your thoughts after the ball game. We wish you the best of luck tomorrow morning, and we look forward to seeing that matchup.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Coach Bob Lockhart, nice enough to spend some time with us after the ball game as he hands the headsets off, and Blake Doring has been patiently waiting as the victorious coach of the South Central Cougars as their club picked up the victory here, 37-27. Coach Doring, first and foremost, always congratulations on a win.
Yeah, I mean, we'll take it any way we can get it. So, I mean, any win, at this point, it's a good win. So.
Your club was very deliberate, both on the offensive end and the defensive end, and it just seemed to wear down, and the pace that you wanted to play at proved to be victorious.
Yeah, I think our zone and our press kind of made them a little passive, and I thought, at times we got really good traps and then, read the pass out of it for easy layups, and, I think we got to do a better job. I think in the first quarter we missed 4 or 5, just, right, same story as the other night, just right around the basket. And, those were shots, when we're, it's 8-6 at the quarter and you're looking up and it could be, 14-6. And in that type of game, where it's, a snail's pace, everything matters. So, but, anytime you give up 27 points in a game, I would like to think you're going to have a chance. So, I thought our kids defended for the most part really well. At times we, left the Twins open and they buried some shots. But, like I said, anytime you give up 27, I like our chances.
Yeah,
so.
Not too much to complain about on that end. And the neat thing for me from the outside looking in at your South Central Ball Club is anybody can jump up for your team and provide a lot of offense and, in this case, a lot of rebounding as well. And Keenan Wilshire got on the boards early and then got going with the offense as well as he finished with a nice double-double tonight.
Yeah, I mean, there's no doubt, him and, Hunter are our main two. And, like I said, we've just missed, so many easy shots that at some point are going to fall, and, Keenan did a good job of, attacking a little bit and get to the free throw line and get some easy points. And, Hunter responded with a pretty good game tonight, took care of the ball and, did things we needed him to do. And,
So now what's the plan with a quick turnaround from tonight's game to take on a North Clay Ball Club who, if they have their choice, will probably try to push the tempo, which is something that could be an interesting matchup tomorrow afternoon.
Right. Anytime they get it, they go, and, they basically start 5 guards. So, we got to make sure we take care of the ball and get a great shot, so we can get back. Anytime we turn it over or whatnot, they're going to be off to the races. So, as well as I know, anybody in our conference is, us, North Clay, and Neoga, and I'm sure I'm missing somebody. We're all, it can go either way, basically. And, in a game where, there's, that much room for error, every little possession, both ends matters. So, we're going to have to take care of the ball on offense and find a way to get some stops on defense.
Well, Coach, congratulations on the victory tonight. We look forward to seeing that game tomorrow afternoon, and good luck to your Cougars.
Absolutely. Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Coach Blake During, always welcome here at the booth after the ball game as his club picks up the victory here this evening by a score of 37-27. Want to pass on along a score from ALIS, the Altamont Lutheran Inter-Parish School Rockets. Won their 3rd straight regional title. They defeated St. Peter just tonight, 57-23. So that'll be 3 years in a row they make a trip to state for the Southern Illinois Junior High School Athletic Association. So again, congratulations goes out to Coach Long, Coach Nelson, and the boys from ALIS on a regional championship. Now let's send it back to the studios where Caleb has some scores from around the area for us as well.
All right, thank you very much, Matt. In boys junior varsity action, it was Effingham over Mount Zion, 44-26. Then at the Little Illini Conference Tournament, Newton gets the consolation championship win once again over Lawrenceville, 53-51. And then currently going on there at the Little Illini Conference Tournament, it is Marshall and Robinson. As that game just went final, as the Marshall Lions get the win there for the 3rd place, 69-57. And that's your scores, gentlemen.
All right, thank you very much, Caleb. We appreciate those scores from back at the studios as we wrap up the first game and get you set for the next one. It's Dietrich and Altamont for the right to play in the championship of the 85th Annual National Trail Conference Tournament. We'll come back with a pregame show for that one